Welcome to Real Estate Radio San Antonio, hosted by your local real estate and finance experts, Carl and Stan Hester. Each week at this time, they'll share what you need to know as it applies to what's really going on in the local real estate market. Whether you need to sell your home for top dollar, refinance, remodel, save money to retire comfortably, or even buy a bargain property in your local area, Carl and Stan have assembled a team of the area's top professionals in real estate, mortgages, credit, finance, law, taxes, and home improvement, so you'll know all the whys and how-tos and will always be one step ahead of everyone else. This is your opportunity to explore the financial concierge model. So, welcome and let's get started. Here are your hosts, local real estate and finance experts, Carl and Stan Hester.
Good afternoon and welcome to Real Estate Radio San Antonio with your hosts, Carla and Stan. We're here to bring you an important hour of radio every Sunday right here on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. We're a part of the Real Estate Radio Network, which is a national network which is of local real estate professionals dedicated to delivering timely, balanced truths about the local market conditions in an effort to help Americans maintain good credit, minimize their debt, and achieve the dream of home ownership. As we get started, I just want to take care of some legalities here on our license number, as being Carla and I are both licensed mortgage officers with the state of Texas. Carla's number is 219059 and my number is 956893. And we've gotten quite a few emails this week and calls and questions about buying a home that needs some improvement to it. So we just want to talk about a little bit about getting a home that has some improvements and how that can be financed to help you out to achieve that.
So this is Carla. Thank you, Stan. We have a new program. It's called Homestyle. It's a renovation program. This allows someone that's buying, maybe you're purchasing a new home. It might be an investment property, might be a second home down on the coast. It could be your primary home. But this program allows you to update it. It allows you to add a pool. It allows you to expand. It allows you to fix structural items. But what it is if you were purchasing, let's just use $100,000, and you wanted to fix the foundation and you wanted to add new windows and appliances, and what we do is you take that purchase price plus all the updates that's going to happen to that home, and that appraiser then gives us a subject to appraisal when the improvements are done. And let's say we get an appraisal now that comes back at $200,000. So now you can use half of that improvement. So now you can update your home using an additional $50,000. And that's a renovation loan by putting in a new pool, new windows. And this is good on HUD REOs, foreclosures, short sales, just outdated homes, kitchens, and bathrooms.
This is really exciting product, Carla. I know when we saw it that it has a lot of the updates, or allows some of the construction that some of the other programs out there do not handle, especially with the pool, and that will increase the value of your home. So as somebody is out there looking for a home that might be in an area that is very desirable, that home's run down a little bit, they can actually buy that house and get the improvements on it and roll that all into their mortgage. Is that the way I'm understanding this from you?
That's exactly right. So if you're putting 10% down, it would be 10% of that new improved value that you're putting down on your home, whether it's 5%, 10%, 20%. So that's so many times people are finding the right neighborhood, the right school district, but it's not quite big enough, or it's not updated, and now you can do your renovation home product through Premier Fidelity Mortgage. It's a little different than doing a cash out on your home. So even if you're living and you want to in your primary home now and you want to update your home, rather than doing a cash out, you can do the refinance renovation. So it's just a better way than doing a cash out. Yeah,
and what I like about this program is it still holds those very low interest rates that are available in today's market. So you're not having to put that on your credit card at 9%, 15 or 18%, but you're getting that very low interest rate that you can pay for over the amount of the time, and you're doing structures on the home that's going to last for the entire time that you own that home. So
yeah,
it's an exciting program. So
that's exactly right.
And talking about home repairs, we're really excited about our guest today. His name is Richard Ramos, and he is the owner of Green Energy of San Antonio. And Richard has been in the business for 30 years in the home improvement industry. His company is number one dealer of green energy radiant barriers in Texas. And he's also the number one dealer in North America of green energy radiant barrier Copperflex. Green Energy of San Antonio has been recognized for their outstanding service, their marketing, and their sales. And we just want to welcome to the show this morning, Richard.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Thank you. Thanks for having us out, Stan.
Yeah.
Miss Carla.
We've known Richard for, probably a little over a year now. We met at a dinner one night evening, and we had recognized Richard and from some of his television ads, his popularity, and we spoke to him as we were getting started on this. And as I've gotten to know Richard, he has a passion for his business and for this, and it's really, really excited to have you here and talk about this, because this is some things that get me also really excited about
Yes.
this. And we had talked about this, and we'll get into that in the show as we get going. But a lot of questions to throw out at you and a lot of answers I'm sure that you'll come with us.
Richard, I'm interested to know. I know that I think that you're an insulation expert, but how did you come up with green home energy?
Well, what happened, I've been in home improvement most of my adult life.
Okay.
I'm coming up on 33 years to be exact. And I was vice president of a very large home improvement company here in Central Texas.
Uh-huh.
And the sample of the radiant barrier came across my desk. And I did a little bit of homework and research, and it was the new technology. And I looked around, went to Google and got lost, and there's hundreds of radiant barriers, and I wanted to know why this was the best, and because he told me it was the best. The manufacturer said this is the very best. And I did a little homework and research, and once I found out and did my homework, I went to the owner and I said, we've got to add this to our product line, and I need $50,000, and we can add this. And the owner when I said $50,000, he closed his heart and mind, and the conversation was over. I begged them for 6 months in 2 languages that we have to do this. And it's the future. And they were going to offer it to some other home improvement dealers here in San Antonio. Scott Barr, I understand, was looking at it. And there were some people that would have done a great job with it here. And I was looking at a missed opportunity.
Right.
As you know, in business, it's all location, 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 or opportunity, opportunity, opportunity.
That's right.
And I knew I was on a winner. Well, after 6 months of begging the owner, he just said no. And one day in a meeting with the lawyers and the people that make the decisions, he says, "Don't bring that stuff up anymore. I don't want to hear it. You're crazy." I said, "Okay." So I went back to the manufacturer, and I said, "Listen, we're not your guy." However, the guy at the office said, "You're disappointed in this." I said, "Yeah, very. I really think I could make this work." And he goes, "How deep is your roots there?" I said, "Oh, they're pretty deep. I've been running this guy's company for several years, and I've got me a nice little job here, and he really depends on me." He says, "You ever thought about going out on your own?" I said, "This is the worst economy since the Depression. I got a really good job. It's super secure, and I don't want to buy my own job." Mm-hmm. And he says, "I'll tell you what. If you'll do this, I'll do this. I'm going to waive the $50,000 up front for the franchise opportunity." He says, "I'm going to give you enough material to sell 12, 18 homes to get started. All you've got to do is go get an office rent and show me a 1-year contract."
Wow.
He says, "And I'll get you started." He says, he goes, "You're just crazy enough to make this work." And I didn't know this guy from Adam. And he believed in me.
And this is how many, and if you're just joining us, you're listening to Real Estate Radio with Carla and Stan in San Antonio on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Now, Richard, how long ago was this that this took place?
This was 2009, in the summer of 2009, when Jason and I are having this conversation.
So the housing industry is tumbling at that time, yeah.
Yes, and and I've been in the home improvement business for many years, and something I did learn about the recession that we went through is that people, as you well know, they quit selling and buying homes, but people were improving their homes.
That's right.
So we were relatively busy in a down economy. So when this opportunity came across my desk, and I've got to add this, my best sales agent over at this company was my brother, my younger brother. I'm 15 years his senior. And he was doing very, very well working for me. Uh-huh. So when I told him, I says, "I think I'm going to be leaving, and I'm going to go do this on my own," he thought I'd been drinking, and I said, I'm going to do this, and I need you to come with me. And he says, absolutely not. I'm doing very well here, and I've got, that's crazy to start over. And I said, so you know what he tells me, Stan? He says, after 6 months or 8 months or a year, we'll see how you're doing, and then I'll come over. But let's see. And I got so angry at him because I was his mentor, and I was the one that trained him.
That's right.
And I said, you know what, pal? Let me tell you something. If you see me in a Kentucky Derby on a mule, that first Saturday in May, you better bet on that mule because I'm on a winner. And you know what?
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes to tell me that you're in, or you're never coming in.
Oh.
And this is Big Brother talking to him.
Yeah.
It wasn't his boss.
Yeah, I know.
And he says, I don't want you to talk to your. I don't want to hear that you've got to talk to your wife. I don't want to hear no crazy. I need you, buddy. We're gonna make this work. He goes, I'm in. And he left a 6-figure income to come follow me. And he was.
It
I
was
didn't
your
make
conviction. It was your conviction, and you called him out.
Yes, and we're not partners. I said, you're not going to be my partner. You're going to be my general sales manager. He goes, what are you going to pay me? Nothing. There is nothing to pay you. We haven't sold our first job yet.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
So the rest I say is history.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So how many employees do you have?
We have, I've got 9 full-time and part-time employees. With our subcontractors, with the people that work around us, we've got a sales team and a support team of 35
Wow.
people now
In 5 years.
in 5 years.
That's incredible.
That is great.
And,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's exciting.
And the other part of this miracle, I tell people, don't wake me up. I'm dreaming with my eyes open. Is that my brother came to work for me, and that first year everything was just vertical. It was just a struggle. It was 15 hours a day, as you well know, and I was nurturing this infant and this baby. And 18 months later, my oldest daughter, who's 39 years old, Amy Riley, she says, Dad, you're working too hard. I'm going to help you. I says, I can't afford you. He says, fix it where I can make a commission, and I want to find my place here. And today she's our operations director. A year and a half ago, my youngest daughter came to work for me. She's our geek. She's our internet.
That's a true family business. We're going to come back in just a couple of moments after a quick break and find out more about green energy of San Antonio with Richard Ramos here and his family business. And the exciting part, he is on fire, Richard, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.